How do I stop my son from headbanging?
Gave up trying to record this in the TikTok app, so I'm recording it outside. All right, so, I know how upset this is. It is so upsetting to see your child hurting themselves. My son had this issue. He was not banging his head, but he was actually hitting himself at about 2.5 years old. He was pre-verbal, he was on the cusp of being verbal, pretty normal development in terms of communication. And I know it's more difficult because your son is nonverbal. Here is a critical fact you need to keep in mind. All behavior is communication. All behavior is communication. This is especially true of pre-verbal and nonverbal children. Now, other TikTokers have awesome suggestions that you should definitely consider. So this is what I did with my son. It may work with you. I highly recommend you look into it. So what I did with my son is implement something called emotion coaching, and this is from Dr. John Gottman, and he wrote a book about it. What emotion coaching does is it helps your child communicate their emotions through you and helps them develop that vocabulary they need to communicate those emotions. It also gives them an outlet for those emotions. Most parents, when we see a child upset, we rush up to them and we ask them, "Oh, Johnny, what's going on, Johnny? Why are you upset?" For pre-verbal and nonverbal, that can be a lot to ask. Ask them to communicate to you what is upsetting them. They don't have the words. So instead of asking them what they're feeling, you're going to be telling your child what you're observing. So when your child is upset, you're going to be communicating to them in the following manner. You're going to be saying, "Oh, Johnny, you look very upset. You look so angry and upset." Your child feels seen at that point. They feel seen and heard. After a while, especially if you know what the trigger is, you can say something like, "Oh, you didn't get that special treat. That would make me really upset too." The other component, you're going to be working on your own emotional intelligence, and you're going to be modeling your own emotions, which can be challenging. For me as a man and a neurodivergent, that was challenging, but it's so rewarding. So as scenarios happen in your life, you're going to be communicating how you're feeling. So if something upsetting happens to you, you're going to be communicating to your child, "I am really upset about this thing that happened to me," or "I am really tired," or "I didn't get a lot of sleep last night and that's making me feel impatient," or "I really wanted to go to someplace but can't, and that's making me feel frustrated," or "I'm feeling sad today because I miss so-and-so." You're coaching them on modeling those emotions that you feel. It's not a quick fix. It will take time. But I really hope that doing your own research and looking into it, that it's something that will help. Well, what we say in the autistic community is just because someone is nonverbal does not mean they are unable to communicate. They do communicate in their own way. And listening with more than just words and our ears, we can see what someone is communicating. And being seen and being understood is so important and can really help someone break through.